seed germ.
I don't have that. What's next?
1 tablespoon of caraway seeds.
Oh, we need caraway seed, right?
Right.
All I had to do was look better. Does it say anything about the fennel seed?
No.
Well, some recipes say we can have some fennel seed. So why don't we have some fennel seed in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that smells good. You want to come smell it?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Do you really though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's do the fennel seed as well. I'm gonna smell it first to see if it's something I want in my bread. Yeah, I say let's give it a whirl. Okay, you said 2 tablespoons of active yeast?
Yeah.
Okay. You said tablespoon?
Yeah.
I always do just a tad extra because of our elevation. Not a lot, just a little bit. Because we live up in the mountains. What did you read that one more time?
1 cup flat, warm.
Flat and warm. I don't think this is flat. Let's put it in a cup. It's not necessarily porter, but when I was in high school, I was a little bit of a rebel. And my father was kind of a single dad after me and my brother, we were 12 years old. And this is also during the time where Glamour magazine and Vogue and all those magazines were super popular when I was in high school. So I would read them with my best friend and so on. And one of the things that we read was really stout beer was really good for your hair. And, you know, I was kind of into fashion. I was into sports and so on. And so her family didn't have any beer around because they didn't really like drink or anything like that. My dad every now and then had a beer, like very rarely. And he stocked only like the Alaskan brewery kind of beer, and he liked the stout beer. And you know, those Alaskan brewery beers are per bottle, they're like $4.99 or $5. They're super expensive. So, well, I told my best friend, I'm like, hey, my dad has beer in the fridge. We should, you know, take one of his beers and wash my hair with it, or our hair with it, you know, just for funsies and whatever. We did, you know, the Glamour magazine. They're like, if you wash your hair with beer, it's just going to be so shiny and strong and da-da-da-da-da. But you need a really, really good stout beer. So we went and took one of my dad's beers and washed our hair, and our hair just stunk like beer, and we were kind of ridiculous. I think we were like 13 or 14 years old. And my dad, let me describe what he looks like. He looks like a total Eastern European man. He's got the beard, he's got the thick accent. He's you know, he's really fit, he's very active, he's just kind of a very like hardworking guy, you know, and he comes up and he's like, are you guys serious? You use my most expensive beer to wash your hair and you didn't even drink it? Okay, little does he know is we did take a few sips when we washed our hair. That's right. That's kind of the rebellious action that we did. Anyways, that's kind of the story that I just remember. I love my father. He was a single dad. He raised me and my brother, and I think we're pretty good people, and he did a pretty good job. There was times where he worked 3 jobs, but he always had 2. So he always worked really hard for our family. Okay, I think that's flat enough. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, Logan, after this 1 cup of flat beer, oh, I might not have enough. We're just gonna add a little bit. What's next on the menu?
And then a half cup of strong brewed coffee.
Oh, I don't have any coffee. So we're gonna have to brew some coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what's next after that?
And then 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if I have that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how to make coffee, Logan?
No.
No? It's got to open. Oh, I just needed to use my muscles. All right, what's next, Logan?
And then 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Go start from the coffee and go down again.
So half cup of strong brewed coffee.
Okay, and then
And then we need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, right?
okay, what's then after that?
And then 2 tablespoons of honey.
Honey, which we have, and it's dark, which is kind of convenient. That's good. And then what?
And 1 tablespoon of molasses.
Molasses. And then what?
And 1 teaspoon of sea salt.
1 teaspoon of sea salt.
Mhm.
I got this honey from one of my friends at work. Who said we need molasses?
Yeah.
Hey, Ev. Oh, hey, Mark.
Wrong, tall, dark, handsome man, and you're like,
Are you pretty excited about this?
yeah,
Oh, can you open it?
I can, especially for this recipe.
Well, Logan's reading it off for me.
It's great.
I was just telling the story of when I borrowed my dad's beer to wash my hair in high school with my best bud.
Yeah.
And he was mad because we used the beer to wash our hair and not actually drink it.
He's more mad that you washed your hair with it. than
He's
he
like, that was wasteful.
Like, at least if you were going to steal it, you should have drank it.
At least you could have drank it. But then I'm like, well, we did take a sip or two. That's one of the rebellious stories I'm willing to share. I know there's more. Okay, Logan.
Well, we're definitely set to have piglets in the spring.
Good. Good. I'm glad that the Brutus is making his way around the ladies.
Yeah, I just finished feeding him. He was having some personal time with another one of them.
You know what? It'd be nice to have, like, you know, those bags that they use for sheeps to know which one.
The chalk bags.
The chalk
from
bags
Markham.
to just be like,
Well,
oh.
It's muddy enough up there that you don't have to have a bag. You can just tell the ones that are covered in mud on their backs. Those are the ones.
That's great. Okay, Logan, after the molasses, wow, I really know how to make a mess.
Then 1 teaspoon of sea salt.
1 teaspoon of sea salt. And then what, Logan?
Then 1/4 of a teaspoon onion powder.
Onion powder. That sounds actually really good. Oh, honey, would you be willing to brew some strong coffee? I need about a half a cup. I forgot to put it in the KitchenAid.
Do you want it French pressed or do you want it?
Oh, you know, French press would probably work a little bit better. And since you're tall and handsome, would you be willing to give me that KitchenAid? Please. Onion powder, just about 1/4. Well, Logan, I think we did pretty good, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your help.
Well, we need to take these dishes in the back. They're dry enough, right?
Yeah, though, is that what you're gonna do, honey?
Yeah.
You know, let's do it in just a little bit. Let me get this bread going, and then you can go ahead, okay?
Okay.
I thank you for wanting to do chores, because he's awesome.
Oh, this isn't my beer. This is your beer.
You can have it.
Well, I'm gonna drink it if you're done with it. I'm not gonna wash my hair with it.
I kind of already, like, put my liquids in here, too, so I'm, like, feeling kind of bad. I should have done it in this bowl in the first place, but nobody said I was the smartest.
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're super smart.
I am super
Did you
smart.
pass the test?
I did pass my test today.
Oh, that's over. What are you gonna do now?
Well, move on to my next test. Move on to the next class. Move on to the next thing. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for the hot water and then we'll make French press coffee to get that really strong brewed half a cup of coffee and the warm water in here. Of course, I'll need the bread, let it rise, and then we'll just cook it. I really like to make recipes when Logan kind of reads them off to me. I think it's kind of good for him to read and then I just could kind of follow and I don't have it in front of me, and then it makes him more involved and we get a good conversation out of it. Okay, so I got the coffee cooled down. I actually just put it in the freezer and got it cooled down and then I stirred it and things. And now we're gonna go ahead and mix the bread. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the way it kneaded. It's elastic, it's nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it rise. I could see the caraway seed and the fennel seed in there, so it kind of looks nice. It's a good color. I'm gonna let it rise and see if we can get it baked here in the next little bit. So Mark is gonna cut the bread. Is there a tradition that comes with that where like the man cuts the bread?
No.
No.
But there is a tradition with the markings.
Markings of the bread?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
That's how they used to designate the type of bread and the baker.
Oh.
Like their touch mark.
Oh, like their initials in a way? Like
Yeah.
their artistic
Their brand, so to speak.
brand? Okay. Okay, so we let the bread rise and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the oven. Look at your
Yeah.
little
They'll
scratch
look
marks.
even better when they bakes.
Okay, you ready for this bread? And then we can have it.
I've been ready for this bread.
Oh, looks good. And then we can just have it in the morning tomorrow with our breakfast.
A little jam and coffee.
Jam and coffee.